Hello and welcome to the Healthy Over 50 podcast. I am Liliane Roux, women's health and performance specialist, and today we are going to talk about 7 foods and drinks that women over 40 should avoid or significantly reduce if they want to improve their energy, support their hormones, and manage their weight. Oh, and last but not least, reduce their risk of chronic disease. Now, before we begin, this is not about perfection, it's about awareness. Most women I speak to are trying hard to eat well, yet many are unknowingly consuming foods that disrupt blood sugar, increase inflammation, affect gut health, and make it harder to feel at their best. Let's start with number one, soda. Regular soda is one of the fastest way to flood your bloodstream with sugar. A single can contain the equivalent of several teaspoons of sugar, causing a rapid spike in blood glucose followed by a crash. And when this happens repeatedly, your body needs to produce more and more insulin to manage those blood sugar spikes. Number two, packaged fruits and vegetable juices. Many people think fruit juice is healthier because it comes from fruit. The reality is very different. Most packaged juices, even those labeled 100% juice, have had the fiber removed, meaning the sugar enters your bloodstream very quickly. Many also contain preservative and additives that are not ideal for gut health. Some experts believe that certain additives may contribute to intestinal irritation and increase gut permeability, and especially for individuals that are very susceptible to those challenges. So, and let's talk about calories. If you think about it, a large glass of orange juice can contain around up to 165 calories or more if you're drinking a big glass. The problem is that those calories do not create the same feeling of fullness as eating whole fruits. So you can drink several oranges worth of sugar in a matter of minutes. If you enjoy juices, make it yourself and consume it fresh on the same day. Better yet, eat the whole fruit whenever possible. So don't forget. So 3 options: packaged fruit or vegetable juice, not your best option. Now you can squeeze your own fruits in a glass, but be aware that you might ingest up to 165 calories. So that's a lot of sugar. You have less artificial, additives, which is already a good thing. But the best option would be to eat the whole fruit because you'd get all the fibers and better nutrients and more diversity in terms of nutrients, and you would reduce the sugar absorption. Number three, breakfast cereals. Many breakfast cereals are marketed as healthy, but when you turn the box around and read the ingredients, you'll often discover that they're highly processed and loaded with sugar. Yeah, sugar seems to be everywhere. Starting your day with a sugary breakfast can create a roller coaster effect. Once again, blood sugar rises rapidly, insulin rises, then energy crashes. And by 10 or 11 o'clock, you're reaching for coffee, biscuits, or something sweet. Instead, build your breakfast around protein and healthy fats, an egg, Greek yogurt, smoked salmon, avocado, nuts and seeds. A protein rich breakfast will help stabilize blood sugar, and that will help you reduce cravings and support muscle maintenance, which becomes increasingly important after 40. And if you could add to this a bit of resistance training, that would be amazing. Number four, oh my God, energy bars, protein bars, and fruit and nuts bars. All those bars are everywhere and even at your gym. And this one surprises many, many people. Most energy bars and protein bars are simply candy bars wearing a healthy halo. Yes, many contains protein. Yes, many contain fiber, but they often contain large amounts of sugar, syrup, preservatives, and artificial flavorings, actually, and of course, highly processed ingredients. So many women grab these bars thinking they are making a healthy choice, when in reality, they are consuming something very similar to a dessert. Instead, choose real food whenever possible: a boiled egg, a handful of nuts, Greek yogurt, a piece of fruit with nut butter. These options are usually more satisfying and less processed. Number five, and this is a bold comment, this is a generic one. Ultra processed foods, one of the most important habits you can develop after 40 is learning to identify ultra processed foods. This includes food that contains ingredients such as high fructose corn syrup, fructose, sucrose, and other added sugars. These ingredients are found everywhere: pasta sauces, breakfast food, snack food, desserts, ready meals, and of course, candy bars. So even when these ingredients don't appear as sugar on the label, they can still significantly affect blood glucose and insulin levels. This is especially important if you've been diagnosed with prediabetes, type 2 diabetes, metabolic syndrome, or if you're struggling with stubborn weight gain around your abdomen. The more your diet is based on real, minimally processed foods, the easier it becomes to regulate appetite, energy, hormones, and body composition. Number six, dark chocolate and hot chocolate at night. Now, before anyone panics, I am not saying you can never eat dark chocolate. Dark chocolate can absolutely have benefits. However, timing matters. Many people don't realize that dark chocolate naturally contains caffeine and other stimulants. In fact, a large dark chocolate bar can contain a surprisingly significant amount of caffeine. If you're already struggling with sleep, eating dark chocolate or drinking hot chocolate in the evening may make it harder to fall asleep or stay asleep. And after 40, quality sleep becomes one of the most powerful tools for managing hormones, weight, energy, recovery, and healthy aging. If you enjoy chocolate, try having it earlier in the day rather than shortly before bedtime. Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, I don't recognize my body anymore? Maybe you've gained weight, lost strength, feel less confident, or simply don't feel like yourself. The good news is that it's never too late. Your body is incredibly adaptable at every age. With the right nutrition, strength training, sleep, and lifestyle strategies, you can become stronger, healthier, and more energetic than you felt in years. At Healthy Over 50, I help women over 40 rebuild their health from the inside out. Book your free clarity call today. And remember, your health, your control. Number seven, flavored coffee drinks. Let's finish with a bonus food, or rather a drink. Many specialty coffees contain more sugar than a dessert. Caramel lattes, mocha drinks, frappuccinos, seasonal flavored coffees. Some can contain hundreds of calories and significant amount of sugar. The problem isn't necessarily the coffee, it's everything that's added to it. Sugar, flavored syrups, whipped creams, sweetened milk, you know. And if you enjoy coffee, try to keep it simple and gradually reduce added sugar. Your blood sugar, energy levels, and waistline will thank you. On a final note, the goal is not perfection. The goal is awareness. Because when we know better, we always do better. If you can reduce or eliminate these 7 foods and drinks most of the time, you'll likely notice improvements in your energy, appetite control, sleep quality, digestion, and overall health. Remember, the food you eat every day matter far more than the food you eat occasionally. Small changes, repeated consistently, create extraordinary results over time. If you found this episode helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who is trying to improve their health after 40. If you'd like help creating a personal plan to improve your health, energy, and body composition, visit Healthy Over 50 or reach out to me directly. I want to really thank you for watching, and remember, your health, your control. And I'll see you in the next one.